Hello, hi seekers, happy Sunday. How are you guys doing? I'm gonna wait a little bit for more of you to join. Welcome to say hello to me and tell me how your weekend has been. We're going to do messages for this coming week for all the signs. I see a few more people has joined. If you want to say hi to me, that will be great. I'm going to work with the Rider-Waite deck, really big one that I use normally for lectures, and I'm going to clarify with other decks for all of you guys. Let's wait a little bit more to give more people, more seekers, the opportunity to join. Oh, here's everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, hi from Israel, Tim. Thanks for joining. Shalom. Manishma. Hello. Another Tim. We have two Tims in the house. Shalom and hello. Thank you guys for joining. I really appreciate the last minute. I was actually planning on taking a class, but things got delayed and then I didn't make it. So I was like, let's do a FUNDAY Sunday fun day. Hi, Alexander. Welcome. Hi there, Priscilla. Hello, hello. If you guys are seeing the recording after the live and you're like, why is she chatting? Just fast forward because I'm going to wait a little bit, a couple of minutes to let more people join, to chit chat for a bit. And then we're going to start. And if someone will be willing to timestamp this, that will be super amazing. I would really appreciate that. Okay. 12 people here. Let's wait a little bit longer. Anybody else wants to say hi? 13. Okay. I'm sorry that I keep doing this last minute and I don't schedule this super in advance. It's very hard for me to plan my schedule because my work life is so dynamic and changes a lot. Greetings from Brazil, Barbara. Thank you. Justin, hi from 13th. You're Seeker 13? Cool. Or did you resonate with the Aquarius Ophiuchus that I did? The numerology of my name and my date of birth totals to 13, both. And I have the 13 number tattooed on my ankle. So 13 is a lucky number. Not a bad number like post-religion has tried to make it to. Oh, you're just a 13th viewer. Okay. Well, lucky you. Hey, Dan. Your birth number is 22. That's a master number. Cool. Hello from Beersheba, Chagit. Another one from Israel. Cool. Hi, Chagit. Shalom Beersheba. This is fun. I have people from Brazil, from Israel, from the US. This is so amazing. Guys, be patient. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes to chit chat. And once again, if you're watching this afterwards and you don't feel like it, just fast forward. Miami. Nice. Cool. Okay. So tomorrow is 11/11, November 11. The next day is November 12th, which will be the full moon in Taurus. I want to talk about it a little bit from an energetic standpoint, not as much astrological because I'm more of an intuitive astrologer. It is also astrology, but it's kind of more inclusive to other things. Hello from Oklahoma. Yeah. Sunday Funday is a catchy title. I didn't make it up. I've heard that before in many other places, but I'm like, oh, that suits Detroit. Okay. 22 people in the house. I'm only going to say this once because I don't want to repeat it and there's no modifiers. I don't have a mod. Do I have a mod here? No. Okay. So I'm going to say it for myself once and then I'm going to let you guys do it. If you guys want to press the like button, that would be super helpful because the YouTube algorithm likes it. And if any of you would be so kind to support with energy exchange in the face of a super chat, that would also be super welcome, and I will thank you out loud. Okay, great. So I said that once. Push that like button. Support me in the channel and yourself, because you guys that way allow me to do this for you. So kind of we serve each other, right? Okay, so as I was saying, 11/11 and full moon in Taurus. We've had the new moon in Scorpio and now the full moon in Taurus. Now, Scorpio and Taurus axis carry a very strong frequency and energy. It's the life and the death. It's one of the most powerful axes within the zodiac wheel and energies that exist in general as far as we're familiar with, right? Life and death holds the biggest mysteries for us as humankind, because it you know, the truth of it, of the matter of it, is probably lays somewhere in the 10th times empty matter that exists, as opposed to the amount of matter that actually exists in the universe. It probably lies somewhere in the subconscious, which is about 90% of our brain. Like we're unfamiliar with most of our brain, what goes on there. So with the limited understanding that we have about ourselves and about this existence of ours, we can only catch a glimpse at the essence of life and at the essence of death. And Scorpio and Taurus bring that. I mean, Taurus, I know it's ruled by Venus and all, and this is where my and more ancient astrology kicks in. Taurus, although ruled by Venus, Taurus is also planet Earth, right? In relation to space, you can either say that it's also ruled by Earth, or I can also say that it is Earth, right? Taurus is also the cow, it's the great mother, it's the womb, it's the manifestation of matter, right? The first manifestation of matter, of existence. So we have here Earth, and I see Scorpio as the matter, and then Scorpio would be the other end of it in the axis, that is the empty matter, right? The space that holds all of that. And the past couple of weeks have been like a pressure point of a lot of the energies that we've been going through in the past year, and it's somewhat of a metonymy for what we're going through as humanity, a sort of shift in awareness in regards to these things. We touch these things deeper, life and death. We touch our existence deeper. We delve deeper into our essence. And this whole talk that we have going on now in the spiritual community about expansion from the third dimension to the fifth dimension, it's not like we're physically moving necessarily as much as our frequency, our own frequency expands. That enables us to grasp and hold and understand and contain more aspects of the existence that already is, right? We didn't invent the wheel, we just discovered the existence of the wheel. Before we had a wheel as humanity, there were rocks and planets and round things that would roll. Okay, so everything already exists. We don't make things up, we just recall and remember. So all the dimensions already exist and all the frequencies already exist. We're now just becoming more conscious of them and kind of catching up with our ability to sustain these energies and to be a part of these energies and to align with the energies and the dimension and the consciousness and the frequency, and call it whatever you want, right? Nikola Tesla said, if you want to understand life, think in terms of frequency, vibrations, and numbers. And I couldn't agree more. Who said that? Plato said that too. Oh, well, everybody, see, I don't make anything up. I recall things. Everything anyone ever says, someone else said it somewhere, some way or another, right? It's just a matter of of how we verbalize things and the unique blueprint, creative touch that we give whatever it is that we're saying. So, you know, if I say this is a table, and Plato said this is a table, and Tesla said this is a table, we all just have the capacity to understand and see that this is a table. Okay, and none of us really said it first, as much as it was just a table, and we're just seeing the table, right? Okay, I'm not making up this whole essence of life and death when it comes to Taurus and Scorpio. They hold that energy. I'm just tapping into it and seeing it, but I didn't make shit up. I'm not taking credit for anything. Okay? So all of this is being condensed, not just for today and not just for the next week or the past couple of weeks, from the new moon in Scorpio to the full moon in Taurus. It's these years. It's this years, and this is just a metonymy, a reflection of the transition and the expansion that we're going through. This is a process that will take, a few more years. On a personal level, it might take X amount of time. On a collective level, it might take 10X amount of time, right? Because we need to catch up with each other and do it simultaneously. But it's all the same thing that is being condensed now to our emotional experience. What we're all feeling right now in this moment in time, when you're seeing this, when you're watching this, it's everything I just spoke of. Your consciousness is trying to make sense of what it's now beginning to grasp further, the depth of its existence. It's almost like, think of a scuba diver that is diving deeper. Let's say you used to dive 30 meters down the ocean, and now you're taking it to the next level and you're diving 45 meters down the ocean. Your lungs need to get used to it. You need to do it in a mild way, right? Your lungs need to stretch. You need a bigger gas tank and all that. So this is what we're going through right now, basically. We're expanding our lungs, our capacity to breathe in and breathe out, or breathe without, if we're taking the analogy of diving into the waters. And we're just kind of adapting. Our mind is adapting, our heart is adapting, our body is adapting, our auric field is adapting to a new realm that has existed before that. We could have touched it before that. We were close to it, but now we're taking that extra dive. Okay? Does that make sense to all? 6 inches snow in Nova Scotia Friday. Cool. Hello from England. Hello, Susanna from England. And from Morgane's land, Glastonbury. Cool. Oh my God. That's so my origin. I'm from Avalon. Just putting it out there. I was like, I never feel at home. It's because home exists in a different frequency of a platform. That's what it is. Okay. So the full moon in Taurus on Tuesday, is it? Yeah, Tuesday, will illuminate, or is illuminating, what it is that we are now discovering, if we're continuing with the analogy of the scuba diver. So this is where you took that first extra dive beyond those 30 meters deep, or on the 31 meter down, right? On the 32, and now we're starting to see a whole other world at a new depths of ourselves, of our life, of people around us. We're starting to see things deeper, wider. And our eyes are like this. So this is pretty much the next week. We're like, if you're watching this a month from now, a year from now, we all have, our journey. So it's relevant to you then today, whenever you're watching this. Your eyes are like, what is going on here? What am I feeling? What am I seeing? Like, it's been around, but now you're looking at it from a different angle. It's like a mathematician looking at an equation, at a riddle for a good few years, and suddenly he sees it. It was always in front of him, but now he sees it. Now he understands. Now it clicks, and that takes him to the next level, to solve whatever equation that is, or to actually use this equation to create something. Hello, Virgo. Hagit, I can feel it, hard to breathe. Well, here's the thing. It shouldn't be hard to breathe. It's psychosomatic, because that diver that is taking now the extra depth has been accustomed to those 30 meters and hopefully has taken with them that extra, oxygen in the gas tank, and has done some work with expanding his lungs to be able to, dive deeper. So if you're afraid of the depth and you feel like you can't breathe, it's just like the diver that is just a little bit in shock from the things that he's now seeing from the new depth. Maybe he's seeing like a sunk ship that he couldn't see before that, right? But the oxygen is there for you. Your lungs are capable. So just be like, oh, I've worked for it. I've done the shadow work. I've had a year or 2 years or whatever years of training for this, right? Practicing. I'm good. You're not comfortable in the depths of Scorpio? Lucky me, I have a lot of Scorpio placements, and, I live in the light and I live in the shadow and do a lot of shadow work. It's natural to me. It comes natural to me. So I'm super comfortable, but I can understand how people who don't have Scorpio placements or haven't been through some dark experiences to allow them to have their lungs stretched, to have the ability to contain certain energies. I can understand why it might be scary, but it's not scary. Okay. Cool. So if someone wants to timestamp from when I started talking about these energies and now timestamp when I'm going to move to the zodiac and how it affects every single sign, that will be awesome. So, energies for all the signs for this coming week, please. I'm going to start with Scorpio and finish with Libra, because Scorpio, Taurus are the strongest energies right now. Right? Empty matter and matter, life and death and all that. So from Scorpio to Libra, let's pull out 12 cards and we'll clarify each card with other tarot. This over here. All right. So messages for Scorpio through Libra, for all 12 signs for this coming week, please. What do my seekers need to know? Messages for all the signs for this coming week. What does my seeker need to know? Okay. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius. I'll flip them one by one and we'll do some clarifying. Pisces, Aries, Taurus. Yeah, sun, moon, and rising, guys. Other placements. Just watch how your placements kind of talk to each other, right? Whatever your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, the things that matter to you, the things that you resonate with, watch how they connect, okay? So Pisces, Aries, Scorpio, Sag, Cap, Aqua, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and Libra. Great. Whew, I'm excited. You guys ready? You guys ready? All right. So let's do 19 minutes and 30 some seconds. We're starting with Scorpio. So Scorpio has the Libra card, or maybe it's an air sign that is meaningful for Scorpio. King of Swords. So before I clarify, King of Swords has two very dual characteristics. The King of Swords can be either really, really overthinking, analysis paralysis, and then not doing anything and just being super kind of drowning in his own thoughts, analyzing, overthinking, vacillating, pretty much. That's when he's not triggered, when he's not active. And at times, over compromising and allowing, meaning like harmony at all costs and not expressing himself. But when he is triggered, when he is his cardinal aspect of Libra, and this is Scorpio. For Scorpio, I'm talking right now. He's extremely communicative, very sharp, and speaks his mind. So Scorpio, this is a matter of finding the balance between expressing yourself and maintaining good relationships. Basically, it's finding the diplomacy of the King of Swords. It's knowing to say what you need to say, to teach what you need to teach, but in a way that allows the other in front of you to also express themselves. Oh, hi, Mama. Welcome back. Yeah, have a mod. Thank you. Do your thing. Awesome. Basically, I guess diplomacy will be number one word for this coming week. Say what you have to say. Find the silver lining. Find that sweet spot where, you're expressing your truth, but in a way that people listen to you. And if you feel like you don't know how to do that, Scorpio, then this is a great week to practice that. Okay, you come right after Libra. You want to be intense and demanding and expressive of yourself and of your beliefs. And remind yourself that you have that within you. You have that Libra quality in your subconscious, if you're a sun sign, Scorpio anyway. And we're talking about illuminating our shadow aspects in the next week, right? Our subconscious. So illuminate that aspect and read a lot about Libra, the balanced qualities of it, and try to practice that. Does that make sense? Let's now this could be someone also meaningful coming into your life or is in your life. This could be a good friend, a good advisor, or this could be someone authoritative, like a lawyer or a clerk or a bank employee or a government employee of some sort. It could be a messenger, a judge, So if you're contemplating if to hire a professional to advise you in some way, then it's probably a good sign to do so. Clarify King of Swords for my Scorpio seekers for this next week, please. Three of Swords, okay. Here, take a look. One more to clarify King of Swords for my Scorpio for this next week. Two more, okay. Three of Wands and Seven of Swords. So we have Three of Swords, Three of Wands, and Seven of Swords to clarify King of Swords. This is not an easy energy. First of all the air energy is here. We have here Gemini, we have here Libra, and we have here Aquarius surrounding this Three of Wands. So if you're a feminine, you might feel super disappointed. If you're a feminine Scorpio, you might be feeling super disappointed from someone meaningful in your life that you had appreciation for, that you discovered has either sneaked up on you, wasn't truthful with you, or kind of maybe betray is a big word, but let's just say they acted selfish and said what they needed to say to you in order to satisfy you, but then went and did whatever they wanted to do behind your back. And they might be trying to avoid responsibility this coming week and use their tongue and communication and way with words to avoid responsibility and to kind of beat around the bush and go around some sort of whatever it is they did, This could be an air sign, very much so, because all the air signs are here. So it's a very strong air sign. So if you're a Scorpio feminine, this is probably what you're feeling surrounded by. And you need to be strong in the face of it and not, I think you are. Three of Wands, especially in this in the Spellcaster's Tarot that I'm using here. She knows who she is and she knows where she's headed. And I want you to notice something interesting. So on her chest here, you see this sign? See the symbol? This is the same symbol on this heart here, on this Three of Swords. So she's the one who's experiencing this Three of Swords, this feeling of betrayal, this feeling of a broken heart. But she's standing up anyway, and she's holding strong to what she believes, to her mission or whatever it is, and she's firm, and she's going forward anyway. Okay? Now, if you're a masculine Scorpio, this might be you, and this might be someone in your life that won't take bullshit from you. That will, you might be counting on her feelings for you, that will allow you to play whatever game. But you should know that her spirit, Three of Wands, and look at the hawks and the eagles, her spirit is stronger than her broken heart. So it won't work. And as the masculine, whoever you are on this story, as the masculine sees that she's moving forward anyway, they'll try to count their losses and move forward. Yeah. Sorry, that's the message for Scorps. Moving on, anything to say about that? Okay. Moving on to Sagittarius. Let's see the main card for Sag. Ooh, Sagittarius got its own card. Knight of Wands. This is such a Sag energy. This is very adventurous, hyperactive, strong-willed, experimenting, adventurous spirit that just wants to conquer the world, but not necessarily do the work that it requires in order to conquer the world, right? So the next week, Sag, you guys have a very lighthearted energy to you or around you with someone you're dealing with. And this is about, nights are always opportunities. So if you want to have fun, if you want to experience, if you want to go in and out of some situation, you have to go out there and do it and not wait for it to knock on your door. And if something knocks on your door, if an opportunity comes in, if an invite comes in order to experience life in the next week in a fun way, like this Knight of Wands tend to want to do, you need to just say yes to opportunities. But I'm also seeing someone coming in very swift into a situation. This could be you or someone in your life coming into your situation, wanting to either communicate or do something, go somewhere, most especially. This is movement, sorry, the Knight of Wands. Clarify the Knight of Wands, please, for my Sagittarius for this coming week. Queen of Pentacles. This is like the complete opposite energy from the Knight of Wands and from Sagittarius. This is Taurus energy or earthy energy. Someone who's very serene and quiet. Ooh, the Star card. Okay. Sages, you're either you either have a really strong crush on someone or someone has a very strong crush over you. I'm getting the sense that you're the one having a crush on someone else because this is very much your card. And unless you have very strong earth, placements, then this is not normally a card that represents you, although it could. See, Queen of Pentacles is someone that is very much in her power and in her serenity. It's very mature. It's very feminine, very divine feminine. It's the girlfriend, wife, the older sister, the good advisor, but also someone that might be working from home on their craft, on their art, on their dream, on their inspiration. This is very creative. This could be a movie producer, for example, because the Star card is, the fantasy world, the dream world. This could be a writer. Maybe she writes books or children's books or something like that. But there's something that has to do with creative and or spiritual work, tangible work that manifests in life. So you either want to pursue that, you feel like you have an opportunity to get some sort of project like that on the go, and then this is a very good time for you to do so. Or you want to present yourself to someone like that, present your idea, present yourself. Here's the thing. You can't come as a Knight of Wands to an energy like this, because this is a very deep, sorry, this is a very deep fixed energy, the Star and the Queen of Pentacles. It's a Aqua Taurus type of energy. It's very deep in its knowing. It's been around. It knows what it wants, how it wants it, and coming with just like ideas, but that are not tangible, that don't have like a work plan with it, is not going to fly. Because this person is going to be like, okay, what's the show me the folder. You want me to invest in your idea? You want me to tag along? What am I getting out of it? Where is it leading to? What's the longevity of this idea? How will it manifest? Very creative spirit, but very dreaming spirit, but that wants things to actually come to pass in reality. So you need to show them how. I am so sorry. I'm coughing. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, that's for you, Sag. Is there any Sages in the house? Steve, I fooled around and fell in love. Aww, that's usually how that works. Hold on, I'm gonna get some tissue because I need to blow my nose. Just stay tuned. Stay tuned. Okay, that just happened. I'll put this here. You guys are still here? Aries here. Hello. So we started with Scorpio. If there are any newcomers coming in and they don't know what's going on, so keep them updated. Like we did Scorpio, now we're doing Sag. So help me with that. Oh my God. Capricorns. Any Cappies in the house? Any Capricorns around? Aries, Venus? Okay. Cappies. Oh, Capricorn, you have the Ace of Cups. Okay. So Capricorn has the Ace of Cups, which is fantastic. The Ace of Cups is a release of emotion, emotional expression, and a newfound faith. Something is going to work out that you didn't think will work out, or you don't necessarily have the faith that it will work out, maybe because you've been disappointed a lot in whatever this is. And it will just kind of sort itself out by letting it be and just trusting that it will come. It's also falling in love, potentially. Or having a newfound faith in something, or realizing that you have feelings of some sort that you didn't necessarily allow to express them before that, even to yourself. It's an emotional eureka moment, aha moment. Very beautiful card. That brings in a lot of love. This is the essence of the water element, the essence of love. So I really like seeing this for you guys, Cappies, because you're a strong earth and you need a lot of water. The stronger the earth, the more it needs water to nourish it. So there's a lot of water coming into your life. This might be someone that is expressing themselves to you, expressing their love to you, expressing their care for you, or offering some sort of emotional support, you or someone in your life. Now, let's clarify the Ace of Cups for Capricorns for this coming week. clarify the Ace of Cups for Cappies for this coming week, please? The Tower. Hold your horses. This is actually not a bad thing. One more card to clarify the Ace of Cups for Cappies for this coming week. Seven of Wands. Okay. So, Capricorns, we have Ace of Cups, the Tower, and Seven of Wands for you guys. So, this is someone that finds it hard to focus their emotions. They might feel overrun by their own emotions and by how they feel. They're not sure what to do with it, how to do with it, how to express it. And they might, be finding every single way possible to show how they feel towards someone that isn't necessarily the focused, accurate way. This is heart overflow. This could be love at first sight and being in shock and like, what do I do with this? Or this could be someone that held back their feelings for a really long time. And now something with this illuminating full moon energies, they just can't hold it anymore. So the expression comes out of nowhere, out of the blue, like a kind of an outpouring of emotions because it wasn't expressed. It was held a lot. And now there's just like, I have to say how I feel, or I have to show how I feel. And there's a strong attempt in trying to, okay, this now has been done. Feelings have been expressed. Now, how do I fix this, organize this, focus this? What do I do with this? Yeah. Okay. Any questions or statements about that? If there's Cappies here, let me know. But this is this next week. So let's give you an advice. If this resonates with you, Capricorn, you do need to speak your heart. The Ace of Cups is in the upright. The Tower speaks of going back to the foundations and clearing the surface and, allowing your heart to express itself without being pressed down, because it just creates an emotional discomfort and unease. So do speak your heart, do show yourself, but make sure it's in a way that is benefic. Like if you're holding a little bit of anger for some reason over the person you have feelings for, then say it, but in a positive manner, in a way that expresses why, as opposed to pointing fingers and making blames. Mama, letter is written, haven't been brave enough to hit send. Okay, so in something like that, let's say you wrote a love letter, you want to express your heart to someone. Ace of Cups says yes. The Tower and the Seven of Wands say make sure it's focused and not all over the place. So don't send a letter that is like 10 pages long. Don't make it super long. Make it like 2-3 paragraphs top that are clean and clear and not over demanding of that person. And don't express an over the top being a wreck. I can't live without you kind of thing. No. A little bit more like poised. Be loving and poised as opposed to loving and does that make sense? Because you want to entice the person, not terrify the person. So there, that's do the expression. Just be like, be classy. Be classy. All right, Aquas, are you ready? Yay. Aqua. Sorry, my neighbors are like chatting in the hallways. Aquarius, you have 9 of Cups for this coming week. This is a wish fulfillment. And we have it right next to the Ace of Cups. So if you have Capricorn placements or Capricorn energy, or if you're dealing with a Cappy, yeah, no, Steve, that's exactly what you shouldn't do. Exactly how you shouldn't express yourself. That's like I hope you were joking. Anyway, so 9 of Cups is a wish fulfilled of the heart. It comes after the 8 of Cups. So it comes after emotional release and emotional freedom and emotional allowance, meaning you just have faith and you flow and you don't force or overempower something. I'm sorry. And it's kind of actually the energy that I'm getting from this for you guys for this coming week is more so knowing what you want or knowing how you feel. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Wendy. Great seeing you. Sending you a heart right back. Thank you for your support. And I love your work. I love your channel. Guys, if you don't know Wendy, check out her channel. She has a really, really lovely tarot channel. And she dresses up really cool. Okay. So let's clarify 9 of Cups for Aquarius. Okay. For this coming week. Mama, encourage people for super chats, please. I would really appreciate that. Okay. So, Aquarius, too many cards. Aquarius messages for this coming week. Clarify 9 of Cups for Aquarius, please. Guys, I need I feel like there's a unfocused energy when it comes to Aquarius. So let's all who's watching right now focus on the messages for Aquarius. Okay, help me out with the energy. So focus, do this. Just take a deep breath. Ask for a clarifying messages for Aquarius for this coming week, please. Knight of Swords. Okay. One more for Aquarius for this coming week. Someone is feeling a lot of anxiety right now. There's an Aquarius who's watching this reading, either live or not live, maybe later on, that is feeling anxious about something. Clarify this message for Aquarius, please. And Page of Swords. Whoo! Okay. So we have 9 of Cups and Page of Swords and Knight of Swords. Yeah, a lot of air for Aquarius. Aquarius, okay. If you're feeling some sort of hurricane type of energy and a swirl of thoughts over something or even someone, breathe deep, because I'm getting a vibe of like conflict. Maybe there's another air sign in your life, Aqua, Libra, Gemini, that you might have a verbal confrontation with, or a fight even. And it's over something that you care about. Steve, thank you for the $5. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the support. So there's some sort of verbal fight. Maybe it just went down and you're experiencing the residuals of it. Or maybe it's about to go down because you're going to feel some way that you really want to express yourself. Because I have the 9 of Cups here, the advice is to come from the heart. And I'm getting that something that, Oh, the motorcycle noise is driving me nuts. And it's all part of the aqua energy that I'm getting right now. There's so much frustration. I'm getting so much frustration from aquas. This is something that it doesn't matter what I'm going to tell you, huh? This is going down. Okay. So there's two aspects here. Either you're moving super fast towards someone, and there's a very, very strong communication, fast communication, potentially harsh communication, but a lot of words is going, it's like back and forth, like into each other's words of some kind of like, I don't want to be in the room when that shit goes down. And I feel like nothing that I'm going to say to you will actually stop you. I guess you need to do what you need to do. But the thing is with this Nine of Cups, it's such an interesting, bizarre energy. I'm going to pull out one more card to clarify this. One more card to clarify Aqua's next week. This full moon is going to clarify some things between you and someone in your life. Can you clarify one more card for Aquas for this coming week? One more card. Two more cards. Aquas. Ooh, okay. So I have two Gemini cards here. I never say a sign unless I have at least two cards that represent that sign. So we have the Lovers and the Page of Swords, and we also have the Wheel of Fortune with the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Wheel of Fortune with a 9 card. Nothing I'm going to say is going to stop this. So I'm just gonna, cross fingers for you guys that it all goes well. But I'll just put it in front of me for a second. Okay. Shit's gonna get real with someone, either in a complete breakout or in a complete connection. The Wheel of Fortune with the Lovers, it's a destined choice of a path that is complete. It's all or nothing, in or out, yes or no. Literally, someone might be giving an ultimatum. Oh, Wendy, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you for the 222. I appreciate that a lot. From Canada. Yeah. So something is going down. It's going to be deterministic. Wheel of Fortune with the number 9 is very determining, very complete, very black and white. There's a conversation that is going to set the tone for it, of the all or the nothing. It's going to differ between different Aquas out there. Okay? Now, because this is very specific to love, so it doesn't have to be just for Aqua Sun. This could very much relate to Aquarius Venus, Aquarius Jupiter, and Aquarius Mars. Okay? So, there's nothing there's no room for my advice here. They're literally just giving me a situation that is going down, and I have no say in this. And all I can say then is good luck. This is real, but it's good. It's putting you on a certain track. No more like on the fence, back and forth, wobbly type of vibe. Okay, Aquarius out there? Cool. Guys, Aquarius. Okay, Pisces. Aw. So you might have something in common with Scorpio that also had 3 of Swords. We have the 3 of Swords. Some sort of disappointment, but here's the thing with the 3 of Swords. It's a very different type of disappointment than, say, 5 of Pentacles, for example. In case you guys don't know, this is Pisces, and I'm going down the line with the zodiac wheel. Okay, so 3 of Swords is something that comes after, okay, it's a disappointment or a failure that comes after something that we refused to see. It follows the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords, we may have been in denial about something. We wouldn't handle something. We didn't address something. We just refused to look at it. And here comes the consequences. And it's something that we kind of saw coming, Pisces. And we may look back at it and be like, oh, I'm happy that this went down, or I'm happy that this didn't work out in that way, because I'm now free to have what it is that I'm having now. It's one of those heartbreaks that we're happy to have, kind of thing. Okay, so let's clarify. So it's not the worst thing, actually. It might feel nasty, but it will benefit you in the long run. Generally, things that are happening in the next week that feels really fated or determined, like out of the blue, and you're like, what the hell just happened? Trust that it needed to go down. Free choice is not very active right now with the energies. Right now, it's more like the culmination of things that we've chosen a long time ago, either 2 weeks ago or a year ago or years ago. And now it's culminating. So it's free choice, but from our past. And now it's just like, okay, this is where the snowball is heading towards, and this is what is happening. Dot. So clarify for Pisces, please, for this next week. The Three of Swords. Three of Cups. Pisces. One more. Six of Wands. Okay. Someone is overcoming a third-party situation. One person, it's the soap opera, Pisces. For those of you who are in a third-party situation involved, one person is out, one person is in. One person wins, one person loses. I don't like to look at it like that, like in a win-lose kind of thing, because I feel like everyone wins if the person isn't chosen by someone that has played them and another person. You're actually winning. It's like, better off kind of thing. But this is such a clear combination. If there's a third-party situation that is being revealed, or that you've already known, or that you've been involved in, one person is considerably stronger than the other, stronger or more so meaningful to the person that was in between, and someone else is just going to bow out inevitably. And I'm also getting, oh my God, I'm sorry if you guys are experiencing this, but I'm also getting someone who's kind of grinning over a victory of some sorts. Like, I don't have the Five of Swords here, so there's no reason for me to say it. So maybe it's not for all you Pisces out there, just a few of you, but it's like, I mean, I can see how someone will be happy with this sort of victory, with being with someone that they care about. But I don't know, this feels yucky a little bit. Is there anyone there? Is there any Pisces here that resonate with this, that can shed light onto this? Okay, we'll see maybe further down the line. Also, some of you are finding yourself in a leading status, either promoted or being put on a pedestal by a group of people. And it's a good and it's a great thing, but there's someone in the midst of all that that doesn't like it, that might try to fail you. So be aware of that as well, if this is the case for you. Okay, Pisces? All right. Oh my God, we're almost an hour, and I only went through half the cards. I'm going to be here for a while. Okay. Aries. Any Aries here? I know we have Venus in Aries. I don't know if there's... Sorry, I just want to fix my hair. Is there any Aries here? Kizra King, you're an Aries. Hi. Okay, so now we're doing Aries. 5525, if someone wants to timestamp this later on. Aries has the Page of Pentacles. Now, guys, these are messages for this next week, okay? So don't take it as like from whenever you're seeing this. Don't take it as like the end of the world or whatever. Page of Pentacles, especially in the Rider-Waite, there's looking into details. It's very Virgo energy. Looking into details, making sure that you're doing things correctly. Taking care of something that you care about is what I'm getting as well. And putting focus and emphasis on your health when it comes to nutrition, what you're eating, what you're drinking, any supplements, if you considered taking any supplements or changing your diet, then this is a good time to do so. You know what's coming up really strongly? There's a new documentary on Netflix that is absolutely gorgeous. It's called The Game Changers. It's some of the executive producers are Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jackie Chan, and James Cameron. It is super, super important for everyone to watch, by the way, not just Aries. It just came up to me for people, those of you in general that want to improve your diet and nutrition and give more energy to your body and take care of your fuel. I see people caring so much about their cars and vehicles and the oil and gas they put in it, but don't tend to this machine that they can't replace currently. So take care of your fuel, right? So if you're considering doing that, The Game Changers on Netflix is a very good movie. It's how I live and how I eat in over a decade, but I did it because I started diving into the world of the animal cruelty in the meat industry and the things that I have discovered, not only about the moral aspects of what we eat, but the health aspects of what we eat. And I've made extreme changes in my diet that has changed my life. And basically everything that I'm doing, they're talking about it now. I didn't make it up. People have been doing that way before I did. But let's just say that I went into it before the age of social media and how all information was out there for everyone to see. I had to do the due diligence and being super open-minded and kind of learn about the biology of the human body and the truth behind the foods that we're eating. And it's a difficult truth to learn, but it's very important. It is very meaningful for our health and well-being and the health and well-being of the planet and of animals. And full moon in Taurus, this is very much an illumination of the planet and what it is that we're doing to the planet and what it is that the planet needs of us. And the planet is, a macro to our body, which is the micro. So taking care of ourselves is taking care of the planet, is taking care of animals, is very all-inclusive. So for any Aries out there or anyone who's watching who wants to learn more about, and if you're an athlete or a sport enthusiast, regardless, you want to watch it because there's some badasses over there on that movie. So watch Game Changers. I highly recommend it. So some Aries out there are taking care of their nutrition, taking care of their knowledge. It doesn't have to just be nutrition. Sorry for the sirens. Oh my God, Sunday fun day. Can everybody just be more quiet? It's Sunday fun day. You need to let us have fun. Okay, let's clarify specifically for Aries. Clarify page. This could be an offer. This could be a communication, a text, an email, a letter, It could be formal or loving, but either way, it's something sweet, clear, with potential of longevity. It's not something huge, but it's something that seems small that can grow with time. Okay, so clarify Page of Pentacles, please, for Aries. Ace of Swords. Lovely. One more, please. Clarify. Oh, amazing. Speaking of potential of longevity, so we have here the King of Pentacles. So this Page of Pentacles is on a journey to become a King of Pentacles. So this is really great for you guys for the next week. So this could be either you or someone around you, Aries, that is very serious about either you or about whatever it is that they're doing. With the Ace of Swords, I'm getting a strong decision, a very clear offer. This could be work. This could be an opportunity in your career. This could be your boss giving you as an intern or as a new employee and a real opportunity to prove yourself, and you're going to take it and thus proving yourself and getting better status, or being seen by those who matter, if it's work. If it's love, this is a very strong masculine energy that is coming in very clear, and very grounded. Okay, so women, Aries out there, if you receive an offer of any sort, be it love or be it work, know that it's serious and it's real and it's meaningful. Okay, it comes not only with the intent, but also with the ability to follow through, which is two very different things, right? And with the Ace of Swords, it's very truthful and very accurate for you in this time. Okay, and if you're a masculine Aries, maybe you're considering doing that, or it's more likely that it's a work thing that you're receiving. So if this is love, this is you doing everything I just described to a special someone. Or if this is work, then you might be on the receiving end from someone influential that can really affect your career. Okay, so this is a great week. This is really good. This is very strong. This is very earthy. You might be dealing with someone that is earth, because we have two earth cards here. Something else is coming up. Hold on. You might be receiving payment that you've been waiting for a long time. 333, yeah, woo! So you might be receiving a payment or a notice of a confirmation of a payment that you've been waiting on. Maybe an investment of some sort follows through, and you just know that it's the right decision. If you have an opportunity to invest in something that isn't a lot, not too much money, but you know that can grow, but that it's a matter of timing, that you have to do it now, then this is confirmation. If this fails, you don't get to sue me, because this is for entertainment purpose only. Take it or don't take it. It's on your free will, not on me. People who receive my help and then blame me for shit, like seriously. Actions speak louder than words. Yeah, they do. And this is actions and words. Few words, accurate, specific, truthful words, and mainly actions. I love this energy. Okay, Taurus. Any Taurus in the house? Any Taurus in the house? Team Taurus. Anyone here? Okay. It's hard for me to keep, to look at all the chat. Hi, Taurus. 7 of Pentacles. Okay. So this coming week, we have 7 of Pentacles. things are moving slower than you want them to, but it's still moving. It's still good, Taurus. And this is just for the next week. So this might have a delay of some sort that has to do with Mercury retrograde. This might just be you having to stand in a red light to let cars go through. So once you drive through the intersection, you're clear and it's easy and there's no hazard. Okay, so maybe the universe is holding something back and forces you to be at a standstill only because at a later timing, things will work out faster and better. So trust divine timing in that aspect if there's something that is being too slow for you, for example. Clarify Seven of Pentacles for Taurus for this coming week, please. Queen of Swords. And one more, Taurus. And Two of Cups. Okay. So, Taurus. I'm just going to show it to you and then I'm going to put it down. Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and Two of Cups. This is such an interesting energy. Thank you, Terry, for letting people know. I appreciate it. So, let's see. Taurus, you are setting boundaries. You're putting your foot down on something. You're like, you're declaring what is enough and what isn't enough for you. The Queen of Swords is a great card for setting boundaries and for speaking your truth and for standing up for what you believe in. And with the Two of Cups, it has to do with your love life. And with the Seven of Pentacles, it has to do with what it is that you want to see flourish for yourself and where you're willing to put an effort and where you're not willing to put an effort. And there's a strong sense of boundaries when it comes to what it is that you're giving and what it is that you're receiving. So, Taurus, this will be a week for you to, stand your ground and be clear about what it is that you want and how you want it. And you will be tested. You will have the opportunity to say, this is how I feel. This is what I think. This is what I want. Okay, so, and it's all in the upright. I'm also getting, okay, so for Taurus women out there, I'm saying it most especially because this Queen of Swords has a Taurus here. So for Taurus women out there, I'm getting a masculine energy that might feel like, it's hard to express this because even though there's a Seven of Pentacles here that feels like not enough kind of thing, there's still the Two of Cups that is very, very equal. So there's someone that is equal to you, but they're feeling unequal. They're feeling maybe inadequate or feeling maybe like they don't have enough to give. So maybe this is an opportunity for you to express exactly what it is that you want in a way that makes it clear to them that it's not about things that they don't have to give, more so things that they didn't want to give. Okay? So make it clear that this is not about you can't do this. This is about you won't do this. In a way that doesn't make the other person feel like they're inadequate, more so empowers them to understand that they do have the choice to decide. And then according to that, you decide as well. Does that make sense? Okay, so, and actually I'm getting now that it could work vice versa. Same goes the other way. This could be a feminine that needs to know that they are adequate. So if there's a masculine energy that is putting boundaries and setting things clear as in regards to what it is that they want, to not make the feminine feel that it's because she's inadequate as much as it's like you haven't been choosing to give or to do these things. Okay? That's what it's about. So, yeah, there might be a conversation in the next week. Taurus is out there. All right, Geminis. You ready for Geminis? It's like all the motorcycles in the world has decided to go for a very loud ride today. And to be like, look at me, I'm riding a motorcycle. I don't care. You're making a lot of noise. Oh. It's like when a man rides a motorcycle and it's like really, really, look at me, I'm so hot. I don't think they're hot. When they're really loud and feeling the need to show that they're here, I'm like, shut up. Shut up. Okay, Geminis. So Gemini gets the Lover's card right underneath Aquarius that has the Lover's card. And Aquarius have 2 Gemini cards. So this might have to do with an Aquarius. But either way, there's a path, a choice that needs to be made. The Lovers speak of love. Yes, but before it speaks of love, because it speaks of the deep essence of love, it speaks of choices and a path. You can't be with someone who truly resonates with you if you're on the wrong path of yourself for you. So when you make strong choices and clear out things that no longer, speak to you or no longer serve you, and you walk a path that is truly yours, that's when you meet people that are truly yours. Does that make sense? So this week brings with a choice that needs to be made. And this might have to do with this energy that we saw right here. Now, this doesn't have to just be love life, by the way. This could be choosing between 2 places you want to live in. This could be choosing between 2 career paths, or what kind of, what it is that you want to study. Like what kind of school you want to sign up for. And this specific choice may, by default, affect your love life. The Lover's card is a deep spiritual card. So whatever happens now in the next coming week will have big effect on your life in the future. But either way, it says that nothing can be done or made without knowing what you want and then making the proper actions and decisions in accordance. Okay, now let's clarify to see more into that. So, clarify the Lovers, please, from the beautiful Geminis. 2 cards for Gemini for this coming week. 5 of Swords. Okay, one more. One more card to clarify Gemini this coming week. Clarify message for Gemini for this coming week. Some of you are, another King of Swords. Okay, some of you, this is an Aquarius card and this is a Libra card. So some of you are definitely dealing with another air sign, potentially this Aqua here. This is Venus in Aquarius, to be specific. Now, normally I wouldn't mention it, but because there's so much air energy, like, these are also all the air energies. So you're definitely dealing with a very strong air sign. Well, not definitely, but maybe they have strong placements or they're behaving super harsh. Okay, someone is being very harsh with you in this coming week. The King of Swords with the Five of Swords. It's a very decisive energy, cutting energy, clear energy. The King of Swords vacillates forever until they make a decision. And once they're very clear with their decision, there is absolute no going back. So be ready, Gemini, for something very clear to happen this coming week. A very clear decision. Something might be either really cut out of your life or fully integrated in your life. But I'm getting, I hate to say it, I'm sorry, I'm getting a cutting energy. But I think this is something that has been going on since last June, has escalated in the past, in this month, in the recent October, last month. And now will be clear. Okay? Any Geminis here that resonate with this or that can shed light on this? By the time you write something, I'll probably move on to Cancer. Hagit, you're a Gemini and you're saying yes very much. Cool. Okay. All right. Guys, I feel like this is not just something that Geminis are going to go through. I feel like it's something that is, it's just illumination on our life and on our truth. It's a very meaningful week. It's a very meaningful time for a lot of people. I think the next couple months are also really intense and meaningful. And like, if you haven't been on your path, and the Lovers card speaks about being on your path. If you have not been on your path, your higher self and energy are going to like make a sharp turn for you to like, if you're, let's say you're on this path and this is supposed to be your path, right? And you're walking, like energies are going to be like yank you from here to here. So it might feel harsh, but it's only because you haven't been listening. You haven't been listening. But for those of you who are really close to their paths, just not exactly, then it's going to be a fine tuning. It's not going to feel so harsh. And for those of you who have been on your path, who have been listening, it's going to be a wavy ride, but a smooth ride. You'll be on the surfer. You'll be on the surfboard riding those waves, as opposed to like trying to grasp for air. Yeah. That's true, Krista. People are going to come very clear to the sword. Okay. We are going to now view Cancer. Ooh, Cancer. Okay. Let's see what Cancer has for this coming week. 5 of Cups. Oh no. Okay, I'm just kidding. It's not an oh no. Let's see what else comes up. Because I want, before I start talking, I want to have the clarifiers. Also, this reading is getting super long, so. All right. Clarify 5 of Cups for Cancer for this coming week. Oh, thank you. 7 of Cups and the Queen of Wands. That's very interesting. Cancer. Very strong fixed energy. Strong Scorpio energy and a little bit of Leo energy. Someone is Okay. So it's either you or someone in regards to you, fantasizing and daydreaming and night dreaming, but not very optimistic about this Queen of Wands character. There's an element of admiration here that I'm getting. Like someone sees only the magical, charismatic, magnetic aspects of someone. And it's not a falsity. I mean, those aspects do exist in that person, but keep in mind, we're all complex and we all have our issues. And once we get to know someone, we discover that they're real. They're real and they're imperfect. And real love is about knowing someone truly and loving them, not despite it, but with it. And not just idolizing someone. I'm getting some Cancerians out there that are either idolizing someone and it's just gonna keep you in this unrealistic expectations and energy, or someone is doing it in regards to you, that the kind thing to do will be to, tell them the truth. Great to the Detox Intuitive. Great to catch you live. My first time watching. Yay! Welcome. Welcome, love. We're doing Cancer now for this coming week. And this is a very, this is also someone that has some sort of a dream, like a career dream or a goal that they really care about, but they're feeling like they're a little bit not certain anymore if it can come to pass, if it can come true. I'm getting that it's more like a stage, a stepping stone that they want to take, possibly since August, but hasn't been possible for some reason. It's temporary. Okay, it's temporary. But I'm also, honestly, it's just a confusing energy that you guys are kind of called to. Okay, you know what this also is? And I'm kind of shooting my own foot here, but this is you finding your inner truth and not in the stars. So maybe taking a break a little bit from tarot readers on YouTube, who are all great and wonderful and beautiful, but when it's too much information and too many messages and you're getting addicted to it, you get confused. You have to be also focused on what kind of energies you choose to listen to and take guidance from, not because there aren't others that are also great, but because you have to find what it is that you align with and what can benefit you as opposed to confuse you. So maybe taking a little bit of a step back from checking your astrology or your tarot scopes or reading cards, because it's only confusing you, and there's a calling to find your own inner truth and guidance that exists in you. It's not a matter of what will be, it's a matter of what you want and how to make it happen. Okay? So that's that for my Cancerians out there. Leo. Page of Wands. Okay, so this is a week to have an adventure and to have some fun and to communicate with people you've been wanting to communicate with. I'm getting okay, interesting. I'm getting to clarify with another deck. Possibly there's cards that are already on the table that want to come out in this one. So I'm going to use the Golden Universal Tarot to clarify the Page of Wands for Leo. Clarify Page of Wands for Leo for this coming week, please. Okay. Ooh. The Empress and the Four of Pentacles, which we actually don't have on the table, so that's interesting. So, Leos, you're dealing with a strong earth energy that wants what it wants, how it wants it. And you just want to have an adventure with that energy, and they're gonna stand their ground and be like, nope, I'm not into having a flaky adventure. I'm building for the long run, and you either line up with this or you don't. This could also be a mother figure insisting on what it is that she knows is best for you. And you're like, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to study this. I want to study that. I don't want to sign up for school. I want to travel. I don't want to find a wife. I want to keep just dating. Whatever. This is like a serious energy that has expectations of you, and expectations that you don't want to follow. So this is kind of the energy that I'm getting for Leos for this coming week. This could be your inner energy having expectations of yourself, possibly, and kind of going back and forth, and what it is, which part of you need to listen to. This could be a partner of yours that is telling you, hey, you're not giving me enough attention. You're not giving me enough of what I want and need. And you're like, okay, bye. Yeah, kind of simple. Thank you for all the hearts. All right. Anything you guys have to say about this very clear, simple message for Leos? There's also a creative spirit, something that you want to be super creative about, that you know how you want it to look like. And someone is trying to give you advice on how to embed it. Okay, enough with the hearts, please. You're over empowering you're overcrowding the chat. Thank you. Priscilla, you divorced a Taurus in August. I'm pretty sure he thinks we're still married. Yeah. Okay, Mama, this is the time to put a halt on Henry and all the hearts, please. Enough. This is just spamming. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, this is, okay, great opportunity again for a message for the collective. So, this guy or girl, whatever, this user, a lot of hearts and a lot of flowers, right? So loving. It's so positive. If I had any fear in me, I'd be like, oh, I shouldn't call this person out. They're just loving. What if I'm wrong? What if I'm being mean to someone who's just pouring all their love on me? That was a very dangerous, deceitful energy. Listen to your intuition and your initial gut instinct. If it doesn't feel loving, if it feels controlling and over-empowering, and it just says, oh, I'm doing this because I love you, or I'm doing this because I care about you, you don't understand, Don't be scared to be like, but it doesn't feel good. Whatever it is that you're doing, it doesn't feel good. It's a coercive energy. It's a trickster energy. It's a narcissistic energy. Look at how much I love you and how much I care about you and how much I'm giving you, but it's actually drowning and controlling. And no, immediately just say no. Cut it out. You're welcome. Okay, so maybe someone needed to hear this. And for those of you who are watching this later, you didn't get to see it. Someone just kept bombarding the chat with like tons of hearts. Like it didn't give anyone else room to express themselves. And I said, please stop. And then they continued. Now, if you're still watching this and you genuinely didn't mean it, then it is a vicarious lesson for you. You might be doing what I just expressed, maybe unintentionally, maybe not aware of it, to someone in your life, that you think you're doing this out of love, but you're actually scaring the person and you need to stop. Okay? So if you feel like this is unfair and you didn't mean to do so and you really genuinely had good intentions, then maybe it's an opportunity for self-reflection and something else that you have going on in your life. So this is just the full moon doing its thing and illuminating something for you, even if it's uncomfortable. Okay? All right. Thank you, Leos. Let's move on to Virgo. Any Virgos in the house? Virgo. Ooh. Eight of Wands. I love seeing this. So Virgo, you're ruled by Mercury. And this is a very Mercurial communicative card. So maybe communication is coming in super fast for you, or maybe you're bringing in fast communication. Eight of Swords. Okay, and this is another 8. One more card to clarify. 8 of Wands, please, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury. Judgment. Okay. Okay. Someone is talking. Someone is... A message, a very clear truth or a very clear message is coming in, Virgo, really fast this week. Very clear. Maybe you're doing this, and it's going to release, it's going to free something with the 8 of Swords, and we have 2 8s now on the table. It's some sort of liberation of something that has been holding someone back for a long time. And it's going to create meaningful change in your life, Virgo, whether you're the one giving this news or receiving these news or conversation or communication. I think it's very positive. It feels super positive. It's very truthful. So if someone is telling you something that is uncomfortable or is, freeing you of some sort of thing, then know that it's true. I actually getting a positive vibe from it, so I'm not getting something that is. I'm not getting like a pill that is difficult to swallow. I'm getting something just like good news or good communication or really something you've been waiting for. Something that not receiving it or not having it or not knowing it has been holding you back in some way. Like someone didn't know something, a certain truth. And now they're getting that truth. Or there's a decision that is made in regards to something. Okay, Mama, it's not just about deleting the person. It's about blocking them. Block Henry. If I'm calling someone out, it's like it's not just erasing them. It's not giving them a chance. They're out. 100% out. Like, user blocked. Thank you. So this is for you, Virgo. Thank you so much, Mama. I appreciate it. So this is for you, Virgo. Like 2H and Judgment. Very strong understanding or awakening of something that may have been hidden for a while. Maybe it was hidden from you, or maybe you hid from someone and now you're just bringing in. If this is work, this could be an amazing opportunity coming in. Like that you need to grab. You might feel a little bit unable to grab the opportunity because of circumstance, but the message is to go for it, to find a way to make it happen somehow, because this is really great. You need to catch it fast. It comes in, 8 of Wands, catch the opportunities fast. It's fire that you need to grab. Last but not least, Libra. 3 of Cups. Who else got the 3 of Cups? Pisces. Libra, you have the 3 of Cups. This is time to celebrate something, to have fun, to go out with friends or with a loved one. There might be a really good flowing energy, a celebration of some sort. Maybe you're going to be invited to an event and meet really awesome people. This is a call to have faith and flow when it comes to your manifestation. If you're doing manifestation work, then the message is to believe. and to talk about it, not be afraid to express your joy and your success and to celebrate it. Clarify the Three of Cups for Libra for this coming week, please. Clarify for Libra for this coming week. Strength. Love it. One more card. Libra, you might have something to do with a Leo because the Empress is ruled by Venus. It can also be a Libra, not just a Taurus. So maybe there's something in it for you. One more card for Libra for this coming week. Three of Cups, Strength, and two more cards. Okay. All right. Hangman and 10 of Swords. So I'm going to take them as the reverse because they fell in the reverse. And I'm deciding this actively based off the other cards in my knowing of tarot. So they fell in the reverse and I was like, oh, put them in the upright. And I was like, no, they need to be in the reverse. So Three of Cups, Strength, 10 of Swords, and Hangman in the reverse. This is like no more self-restraint in a way that is self-shaming and self-blaming. So if there's Libras out there that have been super holding themselves back and keeping themselves small, or, you know, just staying home and not interacting and not going out, this week is a time to go out, to put yourself out there, to be center stage, to be expressive, to not hold back because of what people may think or how it will make people feel, or, you know, to not belittle your light to make someone else feel better. If you're enabling and having people having to, you don't have people go down, don't get yourself down to other people's frequency, have people rise to your frequency. Okay, and if someone can't handle it, it's okay. So Libras out there, this is time for you to spend time with good friends and find a newfound faith in yourself, a newfound strength, and not take things so heavy and so seriously. Because things have been heavy and serious for those of you who are resonating with this, and you know, you've been taking it felt heavy, like heavy energy, emotionally heavy and stagnant, and just being in the pain and being in the healing and being in the misery, and it's like, and being too serious and overthinking things and being too diligent. And now it's just time to let go of that and allow yourself to express your inner passions and just have fun and laugh and celebrate. This is a great message to finish up with. Awesome, guys. What do you guys think? Huh? Okay. Let's take out all the clarifiers, and I'm going to take a final look at just the Rider-Waite for all the collective. I'm just going to look at the main cards that came out. So let's look at this table for the collective. I'm going to ignore you guys for a little bit and look at the cards. Why was welfare hid, Mama? What did I miss? I believe you. I'm just curious. Of course, empathic men exist. They were just oh, nasty. Okay. They were just shamed for being empathic. Not just by other men who are like, oh, you got to be strong and tough, by women as well. We should be held accountable as well. You know, we're both genders are accountable for the other genders. I mean, think about it. A man is born to a world where he's expected to be strong and to constantly be on top of things and to not cry. Boys don't cry and kind of thing. So they learn to live up to the expectations, you know, and then it's confusing, you know, to men. On one hand, they're born like expected to be strong and tough. And then women with the whole, you know, movement of feminism, and which is great, don't get me wrong, but it's the pendulum effect. We go from one extreme to the other before we find balance. So right now, women went into a place, and there's no blame on women. It's totally natural. It's just a time of transition that we're all having to kind of find ourselves within and find a way to adjust to. But women are now tough, you know. So men are not sure, wait, am I supposed to be the strong one, or am I supposed to let her be the strong one? Am I supposed to pay on a first date, or will I insult her? Or then one woman gets insulted by him paying, and one woman gets insulted if he doesn't pay. And it's like, and on a first date, you never know, you don't know the girl, right? So it's hard for men to know what the fuck we want from them right now. It gets confusing. So as women, we need to have empathy and understand that just because we believe in a certain way doesn't mean that other women believe in a certain way. So the man in front of you, you know, has experienced women one way, and maybe you have a different point of view. But, you know, just like women were taught to be a certain way by men, men are taught to be a certain way by women. So let's say you believe that a man should pay for you on the first date, not because you're incapable, but just because of the symbolic aspect of courting, right? And maybe he likes that too. Maybe he wants to pay for you, but a few months back, he went on a first date with a woman that he tried to pay for, and she went all dramatic and was like, no, I'm an independent woman. I'm supposed to pay for myself. You're insulting me. And since then, he's like, what do I do now? And maybe he wanted to pay for you, but he was scared because he didn't want to experience the same reaction. So he just let you pay for half of it. But it doesn't mean that he didn't enjoy it or did, you know what I mean? So, and it goes the other way as well. So women, you're entitled to like what you like and want what you want. Every woman has her own sense of feminism. That's real feminism. It's not one thing you need to be aligned with, but being able to express your freedom as a woman however you want. So keep in mind that whoever stands in front of you, whoever masculine is in front of you, you know, you don't know what he has encountered. So just communicate what it is that you like. Set the expectations. Yes, make it easier on them, because and men, you need to make it easier on women. It's confusing times for all gender. We're going through massive changes, you know, in our society. 100 years ago, women had the right to vote for the first time. It's insane. Only a century ago. For us, 100 years is a long time, but in the eyes of history, it's nothing. So as a society, we're finding our balance, and we're going back and forth, we're swinging, and little by little we'll get there. But we need to be patient towards each other and understand that not all women want the same thing, not all men want the same thing, but we're all empathetic and we all are emotional and expressive. And as for, yeah, men are empathic, hell yeah, they just weren't introduced to it until now. Just like women are introduced to being powerful for the first time, even though we were always powerful in essence, but it was just suppressed. Men are introduced to being empathic and sensitive for the first time, even though they were always empathic and sensitive, but they were just suppressed from being able to show it. So women, help men express their empathy and sensitivity. Men, help women express their empowerment, but in a way that doesn't overcome or overempowers the other. If you want to timestamp this talk as well, I would be most grateful. Okay, guys, I think an hour and 45 minutes in is more than enough. I love you guys. Thank you for being around. Have a happy week. Sunday fun day. If I'll do it again next week, I'll try to do it earlier so I can make it to class as well. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you for being around. Have a happy full moon. Be true. Be loving. And take it easy, you know? Yeah, it's meaningful time, but all time is meaningful time, you know? Oh, I was about to say something. That's funny. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm funny. Funny bunny. I'm just realizing that there's only one major arcana here, which is the Lover's card, which means that we all have the Lover's card in our reading for this month. Okay? And what is going on in my head? There we go. And we have 2 3s for everyone. And we have the Lover's card. Okay. Okay. A lot of us this coming week, and this is the final message that is coming up, this coming week, certain things will happen, and some of them will be clear to us, and some of them we won't see it until after effect looking back. But this coming week is going to be very meaningful for the collective's love life in the long haul. Now, if this is a flat out someone proposing to you this week, then duh. But it could be as mild as, you know, meeting your future spouse for the first time and not even knowing. And it's going to take time until you realize it, right? But so even if this week passes by and you haven't noticed something clear that was meaningful in regards to your love life, it doesn't mean that it didn't happen. Looking back, I don't know how long from now it will change between different people. Looking back, you'll understand what it was. Okay? Does that make sense? Cool. All right, guys. Okay. I can't finish this talk. Why can't I finish this? There's one more message that needs to come out. Beaver. What did the animal spirit want to tell us, please? Whoever is watching. This will be for Secret 13. Okay? This will be for whoever needs to hear this. What is the message that we also need to hear? Beaver and Scorpio, rabbit, and buffalo. After beaver. This is a bizarre energy. Hold on. Can you see the cards? Sorry, I'm reading one of the chats. Beaver, Scorpio, Rabbit, and Buffalo. You see the clear dividing between the colors, right? Pinkish and black. Water, fire, and 2 earths. Okay, I'm going to do something bizarre here that I've never done before, but I'm feeling called to do so. I want you guys to look for a second and focus. Focus with me. Look at this energy for a second. Just stare at it. Beaver and Scorpio. This is a very scared energy. Think what it brings up in you, and I want you to write it down in the chat. Think what this brings up for you and write it down and share. It doesn't have, there's no right and wrong, okay? This is intuitive. Light and dark. So write down what this brings up to you, and then also look at the rabbit and the buffalo. Defensive, okay? And then look at the rabbit. Yeah, I can see that. Look at the rabbit and the buffalo and see what this brings up for you. My ex is leaving me for someone else, even though I built this entire home by myself while he watched, and I lost everything without his help. We'll never get it back. Berta saying strong and weak for the buffalo and the rabbit, and Ray says roaming free. Scared and go, go, go. Freedom. Okay. Thank you guys. It's what I needed. So, you know how I said scared energy? And I'm going to connect it to Krista, who said that her ex left her for someone else. Good. Why didn't you leave him before that? The question is not why he left you. The question is why didn't you leave earlier? The rabbit is my nervous system, and the buffalo is my strength and courage to calm my rabbit. Okay, so Krista, are you with me? And everyone, this is for everyone. Because there's always the there's the obvious that we do when it comes to interpreting what is happening to us. It's seeing what's right in front of us, the black and white facts, and not looking at beneath the surface. So the black and white facts are your ex left you for someone else, you built everything, and you can't bring this time back. Okay. Another way to look at it, and it's not instead, because this is right, this is true, this is one aspect of things. But there's a deeper aspect of things that, why did it get there? You stayed with someone where you built, according to your story, right? I'm not pretending to, but according to the story, to the narrative, you stayed with someone that you have empowered and built a life for, and now they took what they took from you, you can't get it back, and they're moving on for the next person. Yes, exactly. Because that's what we all do. This is life. Everything that we go through, every connection that we have builds us and empowers us to be ready for the next one. Just the way he was empowered by you to be ready for the next one, you are empowered by him to be ready for the next one. So what I'm telling you is to, or asking you more so, is to try and look at this as sit with yourself and be like, okay, what did I get from this? What was built within me? What was empowered within me? What did I learn that now I can take with me for my next connection? Because it's, you know, it's always there's always two sides for the same coin. I'm sorry. I was ignoring the truth because it was supposed to be a certain way. My subconscious told me we were supposed to be together. It was supposed to be a marriage. It was supposed to be a mom and a dad. Your subconscious told you that you're not good enough, which is why it added up to being with him. But it wasn't an ultimate truth. So now you know. No blaming here, no shading here. We all do that, but now you know. So this is what you get to take from it. I'm not saying you shouldn't feel the pain, but I am saying you have an opportunity to go from rabbit to buffalo. Like Mama said, from a nervous system to an empowered one. So you are this scared beaver, and let's say your ex is this sharp Scorpio. It took what it took from you and what it needed and then went on. Okay, what are you doing with it? So you build a dam, you build a world, you build a home. What can you get out of it? Now, this is not just a personal message for Krista. This is for who's ever watching, to understand that there's always under layers. So whatever it is that you're frustrated about right now, try to look deeper into what was there that was serving you, the reason that you were there in the first place, and what you can take from it now. You're welcome. You didn't interrupt anything. You've contributed. This message is not just for you, it's for you, but there's other people who are watching this that can resonate with this and take it to themselves. Okay, now everything came out. This was needed to be said. Okay, guys, I love you guys very, very much. I need to eat. I'm hungry. I love you. Thank you for being here. I will see you for the December reads. November. So all of the tarot scopes for November are up. All of the extendeds on Vimeo are up for November. It's focused on love of you and your person. Look at the last video I posted yesterday. If you want to have a mentorship with me, if you've considered it, I've done like a fast thinker kind of package thing. If you get a mentorship with me today Eastern by 10:30 p.m., November 10th, you're getting the entirety of Tarot Masterclass and an 11th session. Just watch the video for all the details. And if you're booking a mentorship with me by the 13th end of day, midnight, then you'll get the mentorship and Tarot Masterclass, all the classes. So it's like a full moon thingy that I did. Just watch the video to know what it's about. It's not the recent video. Okay, guys. I've said goodbye for like 10,000 times. I'm so sorry.